Hey, 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 how's it going? What's up, people, everybody? How's it going? This is JP coming up from my house, my office house in beautiful, beautiful, sunny Tampa Bay, Florida. Alright, I'm getting excited because it comes in a couple of days. Uh, it will be really, really, really excited because we're gonna have well, it's not like a big event. It's more like a workshop that is coming out in 2 maybe 3 days from now. So it's gonna be pretty excited. You know, it's not a show. It's not a big pitch. Uh, event. It's more like a intensive. Knowledgeable. You know, uh, intensive. Like I said. Uh, Workshop, that we are going to attend, you know and this couple of days it has been hectic for me, coordinating things, get ready, because it's when you're gonna travel, it's you're gonna set up things, in the days that you won't be able to, be doing the things that you regularly do. All right, so it's pretty exciting. It's pretty uh, moving, emotionally, because I get pretty pumped up when I get to go to some an event, that how would I say this, I'm gonna get a lot of I'm gonna learn knowledge, right? And enough about that. I want to share one thing that I've been thinking about in this well, it's been around my mind, so a couple of days, actually weeks also. And well, it had to be have to be some purpose when I'm talking to you about something. um, and I want you to absorb most of it, like getting to know principles, marketing principles, mind principles, and stuff that I have to do with self development, right? The things that I learn, and on the what I want to share with you. And this time it has to do with control what you're thinking. All right, most people, they don't, people around us, the people that usually live their normal lives, like uh, go to work, go to bed, maybe do a little bit of studying, in school or college. um, you know they caught up by normal things, and they caught up by the way that they think, you know and sadly to say, they don't realize what they are being what is the thing that controls their minds. The way they think, and ultimately, they react the way they think, and sadly to say that they don't, they don't realize that. And pretty much they cover themselves with the excuse that, hey, that's the way I am, that's the way I've been raised, and things like that, and it's sad to to see that most people that have potential, in a huge potential in life, get caught up by the way they think, you know and the way they think is the way they react. I've been talking about for that lately, and they don't know how to control the way they think, you know. And when you get it's kind of frustrating because I get around people some in a regular basis, then I tend to try to explain that they have to control what they think, um, in order to d- you know don't get the consequences that are in most of cases, or I mean all of them. It is disastrous. It's pretty bad. It's pretty like uh, I don't know the word to try to describe it is, but it's not good at all. Nothing. And you know sometimes it gets like I said, pretty frustrating because I had I've been in the same situation. And well, actually no one's gonna change the way they think by other people telling them what to do, quote unquote. But it is true actually. But I realized that society, media, you know and other things tend to poison really, 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 really bad the mind of the people, and they control everything that is that is around, and most of it, people let media control their minds. It's kind of it's psychological, so to speak. But it's true. It's like someone said, I we've been lucky to get off the Matrix. That movie, the Matrix, Neo, Morpheus, and the those guys, that are fighting for the Matrix, that controls people in some way, or all the way, and they refuse to be controlled by the Matrix, and they get caught up and get persecuted and all the stuff, and in some way that is true because people tend to protect and get caught up by the system, by the media. And I decided to okay, no, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get myself to control what I think, to control my mind and what it does think. And I've been watching myself, and I've been getting thoughts like really messed up thoughts that do not reflect my personality at all. I'm not saying I'm better than anyone nor worse, but you say you say, wow, what the mind is the battle of a battlefield to the things that surround and that are inside of that mind. And if you let those thoughts control you, you're in a big hole, until you realize that you have to change. But the good news is like you have control over your mind. Your mind, listen, does not control you. All right, don't let your mind controls you. Watch yourself. What do you think? What are the thoughts that are coming into your mind? And you'll be amazed what kind of thoughts you'll get. You'll be amazed. Like, this is not part of, and you realize also that it's not part of you. You're in control of either get rid of them or to embrace those thoughts. Alright? Like I said you are in control of your thoughts. Alright? With you thinking I'm gonna be successful and I'm not gonna let anything to nothing to interfere with what I'm thinking, you will be successful no matter what. Alright? So get control of what you're thinking. Alright, everyone? So this is my thought of the day, my little piece of knowledge that I wanted to share with you. Okay, so I will be seeing you tomorrow. Alright, guys? Take care of you, and I'm taking off. Bye bye.